Well, as always, man, thank you, Jesus, for the victory. Man, I'm just so blessed and honored to be able to coach this team and be able to grow young men day in and day out as we as a staff continue to improve. So excited where we're going to. Bronco Nation, which we all knew they would, showed up and showed out tonight. I mean, that atmosphere in that stadium was electric, and I know it'll continue to even build as we go through the season. So Bronco Nation, you are the absolute best fan base in the country. Thank you to our administration who puts on the game. And it's an event that you do not want to miss. You can't get that same feel on your TV at home. So it was an amazing atmosphere for our team. And just like anything, man, it was, we had to take a big step from week 1 to week 2, right? And regardless of how week 1 was, you need to take a jump. And we needed to as a team. The 3 things that I talked about with our team was, first off, effort and mentality, right? Those 2 things were non-negotiable going in this game. I told our staff, told our players, I don't care what play calls you make, the 11 dudes on that field will play with elite effort and mentality. Mentality is imposing your will on another team. And once again, without watching the film, I'm not saying that those were perfect, but I believe we grew in that area. And really the last part is team is always greater than me. Who is about the team? Even if it's not going good for you, are you doing everything you need to for this team? Because that's what a championship team is. And I told our team going this, we need to build a championship team. It's not just flipping a light switch and then all of a sudden, oh, here we are, we're a championship team. We have to build it day in and day out and relentless at that, right? I mean, it's going to continue. We got to continue to climb the mountain. You can't skip steps. So proud of the growth we had. I'm going to shout out some players, but just as a whole team, I'm excited the growth we had. But guys, we still got a long way to go. I mean, we're going to watch that film, and obviously, just like anything, a win makes everybody feel nice and warm inside, but there's still a lot of work we got to do. And excited to do it. I love this team, but we got to get to work. And even though it's a bye week, after 2 weeks, we still gotta we gotta continue to work, and we gotta continue to look at the things that we're not doing well and find ways to fix it and find guys that step up to fit some of these roles we got to do. I thought offensively we really set the tone early, right? We wanted to we have to establish a run game, and I felt like our guys came out offensive line, built a mentality. Our running backs ran really hard. I mean, Sire Gaines was hard to tackle all night long, and I mean, Dylan Riley been through one of the hardest things you can go through this past summer, losing his father, never flinched, and just been an elite teammate. And seeing him have that big-time explosive run in the second half, man, no one deserves it more. And so love how we came out and established a run game. Maddox did a great job protecting the football, was able to deal it a lot of ways. We got playmakers. We got to protect. We got to make sure we make the throws. We got to get the ball to our playmakers. I thought Matt Lauder had a really good game tonight. Good to see Chris Marshall have some catches. I mean, Ben Ford, one of the most reliable receivers we've had in a long time. I mean, making big plays. Cam Bates had the touchdown. I mean, it was really cool to see a lot of guys get involved. Defensively, I think our guys continue to build in the effort mentality we play with. Right? And literally, I was very open with both sides of the ball, but defensively it was like, man, if our guys are not playing hard, get them out. I don't care who we got in. We'll play with 10, but we will not sacrifice the effort and mentality. And I thought our guys stepped up, did a good job. Jaden Mickey had a big-time turnover in the first drive of the game that I think really set the tone. Our guys did a good job. Obviously, there's some explosive plays on film that we got to work to fix. But I thought as a defense, we played really, really hard, and it was cool even to get a lot of guys reps, right? You find out a lot where you're at as a team by playing the game, and we were able to play a lot of guys tonight, which was a huge blessing. Special teams wise, I mean, Boomer kicking out of the end zone is a huge deal. Jarrett Reeser came in, kicked out of the end zone. We got to find a way to be more consistent kicking field goals. We missed a PAT and missed a field goal. That can't happen as a championship team. We can't miss points on the board. That's something we got to work to get fixed. So excited where we're growing to. Without, I'll open up for questions.
Spencer, just before football stuff, have you heard anything about the quarterback at Eastern Washington?
I haven't. Obviously, man, his name is JT. From what they told me, man, my heart goes out to him. Be praying for him, and I don't know where it's at right now, but obviously whenever someone is in that situation in a football game, it's scary, and so our prayers are going to be with them.
And I guess football size, a lot of explosive plays, last week, difference of opponents, but something you wanted to see more of. Just how happy were you to see some of those huge plays today?
Yeah, I mean, football is turnovers and explosive plays, period, end of story, right? We won the turnover battle today. And we won the explosive play battle today. Our offense was explosive. I don't know how many explosive we gave up, but it was less than last week. And you win football games. I don't care who you're playing, what team it is. Those 2 stats equal wins, and our guys won those today.
Obviously, it was an interesting week. You say you want to build men of character and stuff here at Boise State. Any coach that got in front of a camera this last week said that last week was their fault. Ty Benefield just told us that he told you guys to stop saying that because he feels like the players played a role as well. So what do you think the life lesson was this last week? And in terms of, on top of effort, it feels like maybe an underlying one is accountability as well.
Well, I mean, the only way to truly grow is to learn, but the only way to learn is to take accountability. And I think as a leader, and I told our team this, the easy thing is like, it's on me, guys. But like really, truly taking and looking at maybe things that I missed, because I did. I mean, at the end of the day, how this team goes is on me. If it goes well, they did. If it goes bad, I screwed it up, right? And I want our players, I want them to play free. I want our coach to play free. And then they got to listen when we're telling them, hey, what I learned is that we didn't do X, Y, and Z well. We need to get this fixed. Like I said, we got a great team. Are we perfect? Absolutely not. We got a long way to go. But I believe in them. I believe in our staff. I believe in our players. And so as the head coach, and I know and that trickles down to our staff and our leaders, which Ty Benefield is one of them, they love this team. They don't want to let this team down. And I told our staff this last week. I mean, two of our best practices we've had all year were Tuesday and Wednesday practice. And I texted a couple of the guys after, just proud of just truly effort. And I text Sire Gaines after practice on Tuesday because he had, like, as we track their GPS and how many, I mean, he had some of the highest yards we've had, like, in a practice almost ever. And I texted him, hey, I'm so proud of you, love you. And his text back to me was, we will not let this team down, period. We will not let this team down. Wasn't, thanks, coach. That's the mentality of our leaders. And when you have that, you have a shot.
You talked about the running game, having 5 guys score rushing touchdowns. Just how great was that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, a game where you can get a lot of guys involved, it gives you the team feel, right, where it's not team is always greater than me, and being able to share the wealth with a bunch of different guys is huge. I mean, you want to get a lot of guys involved to create good depth too going forward, and just obviously it feels really good when you score a touchdown and you're bought into what we're doing. So once again, there's a lot of things on this film that we're going to want to clean up. When you win, you feel good about it, and it's honestly sometimes harder to grow from a win, but we need to, and the championship teams do.
With Mickey and Banks, you said you were going to give Mickey a chance, and he obviously took advantage of that.
He did. I mean, Mickey played really well, and effort and mentality are non-negotiables. And I love Devon Banks. Like I said, I love that young man, and he's got all the talent in the world. I know he loves his team, but he has to continue to grow. I'm sure there's going to be things on film that Jaden Mickey didn't do well that we need to get fixed, but I love the effort he played with today, and he played with mentality.
4 plays in, had to create that turnover right away and kind of set the tone. I mean, how big was that play?
It's huge. I mean, that's the first turnover we've had all year, and he practiced like it. He had a really good week of practice. And so we got to continue to find guys at every position who is going to play with effort and mentality, who's going to do what they're supposed to do. And Jaden Mickey did a really good job tonight. Once again, we're going to watch the film and see where they're at. We're going to continue to have competition at every position throughout the year, and it's my job to make sure that number 2 is chomping at the bit trying to take that starter's job if he takes his foot off the gas, right? That's my job to make sure that's happening every single week. No different. We go into the bye week. If some guys think the bye week means week off, you're tripping, brother. Like, your spot will not be there when you come back, and that's my job to do.
We talked about the special teams performance. Cannon Moore, a true freshman kicker, comes on. Talk about his performance today, and what does he look like going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to look at it holistically, guys, to make sure we can be consistent kicking field goals and PATs. Cannon Moore, I mean, when Boomer was out in fall camp with an injury, Cannon Moore did a really good job. Obviously, Boomer came back, won the job. We struggled on 2 kicks tonight, and as a coach, we got to be ready to pivot, and that doesn't mean that the competition's over. This week in practice, that will be a premium competition to see who's our field goal kicker going forward. But proud of Cannon Moore going there. Obviously, he missed one too, but we got to make sure that we are consistent kicking field goals. We're going to be very aggressive. I believe in that, but we have to make sure we get points when we need them.
I mean, he was added to the roster for just a couple days before camp. Or?
Yeah, he's from Oregon. I mean, he's a great young man. I had the pleasure of having dinner with him, just me and him one-on-one on Wednesday. We have dinner with our players, and me and him were just sitting there and just getting to know him. I mean, his dad's a coach and a teacher, soccer, and he was a soccer player growing up football. And Stacy did a great job staying in contact with him and added him on the team. And he's a great young man. I think his future's really bright.
The last minute somebody left and he had a spot open up? Or?
Yeah, he was ready to roll.
We talked a lot about Ben Ford in fall camp, and to see him really come out and have a game like he did tonight, what did you see from him?
Yeah, Ben Ford, man. You talk about a guy that's been through the ringer at Boise State in regards to injuries. I mean, and just continues to battle. I don't think I've ever seen Ben Ford not with the right mentality in regards to how he comes to meetings, how he goes to practice, how he loves his teammates. I mean, you talk about team is greater than me. I mean, Ben Ford, perfect example. And it's funny how it always works. The guys that care about the team end up getting a lot of individual accolades. And that's why I can't be more excited for Ben Ford. He's earned every bit of it.
When you saw him just kind of get past the defender, what were you thinking on that first touchdown?
I was fired up. I don't know the last time we hit a post route for a touchdown, to be honest with you. That fired me up first. And I was just so glad for Ben. Maddox played really, really well tonight. He's an elite competitor. He put it on the money, and Ben Ford deserves it.
Why was Ben put in that position,
Yeah.
Spencer, to make that play for you?
Because he earned it, Jay. I mean, we go through practice and we find the guys to put in certain situations. Obviously, as an offense, we want to make sure we're very strategic in personnelling things and making sure we put our guys in right spots. And Ben Ford earned it.
Spencer, how do you feel? Big win, now going into a bye week. Would you prefer to go straight into the Air Force game or any game, or are you fine with having this week off now?
Yeah, we have a great athletic director, so whatever schedule he gives me, I'm going to be really good with. You know what I mean? No, but with two buys, JD's the best, man. With two buys, I mean, it's just the reality of it. I mean, going to play we got a lot of stuff we got to work on even outside Air Force, so we're going to really focus on ourselves this week to make sure we learn and grow from these first two games. And then we know we got a really good opponent we're traveling to in Air Force, and we're going to use this bye week to grow our team. And that needs to grow fundamentally, technically, on both sides of the ball. We have a lot of things we got to fix, and we got to do it quick.
I know you said stats are for losers earlier this week, but Maddox matches a career high in passing yards, finds a lot of different receivers. Just how well was he seeing the field tonight?
Oh, I mean, Maddox Madsen, I think, is playing at a really, really high level. And even in the South Florida game, we talked about some of the things maybe he did miss and some reads, but tonight he played really well, man. We put a lot on him. He's an elite competitor. Like I said, no, the game's never too high, too low. And when you have a quarterback that can play very, very consistently, which Maddox can, you're always going to give your team a shot to win. But I thought Maddox played lights out.
Chris, 4
Yeah.
targets, 4 catches, $132.
Yeah.
Just see how Marshall in that.
Man, I mean, guys, Chris has all the talent in the world. And I was so proud of Chris being consistent in this week of practice, man. He practiced really well, and he came out and played really well. And I pray that continues to build into him. He's a great young man. I love being around. I love him being a part of this team. And if he can continue to grow, which I believe he will, I mean, he's one of the top receivers we've ever had.
A couple of those catches, seemed like he was a step away from breaking it for all the way. Just kind of what was his?
I'm going to mess with him about that. You better believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can't score a touchdown here, Chris?
Was that something he was really kind of, I won't say upset, but kind of wanting to do?
I hope so. Yeah. I hope he wasn't, happy with not scoring. No, but I mean, when you're a talented receiver, right? The battle is always making sure. Some games, some are Latrell Caples. I think he only had maybe one catch tonight. He's an elite weapon of ours. We got to find a way to make sure Latrell gets the ball. But he always focuses on the team and making sure the team's in a good spot. Have the utmost respect for Latrell. We need that for every single one of our receivers. Proud of how Chris played today. We got to continue for him to grow. And if he does, like I said, he's a guy that's going to be a matchup issue for defenses. Whoever we play, he's got that ability.
You guys had me coming off the loss, coming off the week to score 3 plays in, and then to get the turnover right away and to score again, and before you blink, it's 13-0. I mean, how nice was that to get the crowd into it early and stuff?
Yeah, it was awesome, BJ. I mean, starting fast is a huge deal. I don't care what game you're in. And just proud of how our guys came out swinging right away, right? Establishing a run game, offensively scoring, defense coming out, getting a turnover. I mean, that's playing together, playing as a team. We got to build on those moments, right? I mean, the teams we're going to continue to play week in and week out. If you don't start fast, you might not have time to come back. And that's just the reality. We don't have warm-ups in regards to the games we play. Eastern Washington's a great team, and we're going to continue to play elite teams as we keep going, and we got to make sure we start fast. So proud of our process this week. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of things on film we got to work to improve.
The first few drives, Cy was the first running back, on the first play on those drives. How much did you guys tinker and learn about yourselves? How important is he to doing what you guys want to establish on offense?
Yeah, I mean, Sire Gaines did some really good stuff tonight, man. Like I said, I think the world of that young man, and I believe the sky's the limits here for him. And he runs the football in a very, very aggressive manner, right? You talk about mentality. Sire Gaines wants to impose his will on a defense, right? That is built into the fabric of this place. And we can never lose that. And Sire Gaines is going to continue to grow and improve. There's some things he didn't do well tonight that we got to make sure we get fixed. But mentality and the effort he plays with, I have the utmost respect for him.
Spencer, after losing 3 fumbles last game with none today, what did the ball security preparation look like this week?
Yeah, obviously it was a huge point of emphasis going in. And just like anything, I promise you this, and you guys might think I'm a liar, I promise you we talked about it prior to South Florida too. I promise you we worked a lot of drill, but we didn't execute, right? No different in turnovers, right? But as coaches, we have to take ownership and figure out, okay, what are we missing? What are we not emphasizing? And then it's our job as our players' job to make sure they buy in to those things, those coaching points, those tweaks. And I believe our team did. And we got to continue to build that because we have to protect the football and we got to find a way to take it on defense.
How do you keep the team grounded and focused after a dominant performance like this?
Yeah. I mean, just like anything, guys. I mean, to build a championship team, we're going to enjoy the win, and then we're going to flip the switch, and we got to get ready to go to work. I mean, how our team handles success will be a direct correlation to how successful we are as a team this year, right? And I hope, and that's a strong word because I haven't obviously met with our team post this game in reality yet. I hope they know that, right? And I hope they learn that, hey, we're going to soak this up. Wins are hard, and we're going to celebrate every single one of them. I told them if it takes 12 overtimes to beat Eastern Washington, we will celebrate and have joy after this game. But we're going to flip the switch, and we got a lot of work to do, and we got to continue to walk this mountain. So, like I said, I love this team. I love the leadership of this team. We got a long way to go, and we're locked in. Thanks, guys.